Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something that can literally change your life. Money. I know. For a lot of us, the word budgeting sounds boring, restrictive, and just plain difficult. It brings up images of complicated spreadsheets, counting every single penny, and never having any fun. But what if I told you there's a simple, effective, and surprisingly flexible way to manage your money that doesn't require a degree in finance? It's called the 50-30-20 rule. And if you're just starting your financial journey, this might just be the perfect tool for you. So, what is this magical rule? It's a straightforward guideline for dividing your after-tax income into three simple categories. Imagine your monthly paycheck. The 50-30-20 rule suggests you allocate 50% of it to your needs, 30% to your wants, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. That's it. No complicated percentages, no dozens of categories, just three simple buckets. Let's break down that first bucket, 50% for needs. These are the absolute essentials, the things you must pay for to live. We're talking about your rent or mortgage, your essential groceries. Not the fancy snacks, but the food that fuels you. This category also includes utility bills like electricity, water, and internet, as well as your transportation costs to get to work or school. Think of it this way. If you lost your job tomorrow, these are the bills you'd still need to cover no matter what. These are your survival expenses. Now, it's important to be honest with yourself about what truly constitutes a need. Is that daily $5 latte a need? Probably not. Is a basic home-brewed coffee a need to get you functioning in the morning? Maybe. The line can be a little blurry, but the key is to be realistic. Your needs are the foundation of your budget. If you find that your essential expenses are taking up more than 50% of your income, it might be a sign that you need to look at reducing some of those core costs, like finding a cheaper apartment, getting a roommate, or finding a more affordable way to commute. This first step is all about securing your basic stability. Okay, on to the fun part, the 30% for wants. This is where your personality gets to shine through in your budget. Wants are all the things that make life enjoyable, but aren't strictly necessary for survival. This includes your entertainment budget, going to the movies, concerts, or buying video games. It covers your hobbies, whether that's painting, rock climbing, or collecting vintage records. This is also where your travel fund, your shopping sprees for new clothes, and your dinners out with friends will come from. This 30% category is crucial because it's what makes a budget sustainable. If your financial plan is all about restriction and no fun, you're going to burn out and give up. The 50-30-20 rule acknowledges that you work hard for your money and you deserve to enjoy it. This part of the budget gives you permission to spend guilt-free on the things that bring you joy. It's about creating balance. You're not just a bill-paying machine. You're a person with interests and passions. This 30% ensures you can nurture those parts of yourself without derailing your financial future. It's the Live a Little Fund, and it's just as important as the other categories for long-term success. And that brings us to the third, and arguably most powerful, category, 20% for savings and debt repayment. This is where you pay your future self. This 20% is your ticket to financial freedom. It has two main jobs. The first is tackling any high-interest debt you might have, like credit card balances or personal loans. Paying down debt is one of the best investments you can make because the interest you're paying is essentially a negative return on your money. Getting rid of it frees up your cash flow for more important things. Once your high-interest debt is under control, or if you're lucky enough to be debt-free, this 20% goes towards building your wealth. The number one priority here should be creating an emergency fund. This is a stash of cash, typically 3 to 6 months' worth of your essential living expenses, your needs. kept in a separate, easily accessible savings account. This fund is your safety net. If you lose your job or face an unexpected medical bill, you won't have to go into debt to survive. It provides incredible peace of mind. After your emergency fund is established, this 20% is what you use to invest for the long term. This is how you make your money work for you. We're talking about contributions to retirement accounts or investing in the stock market. This is the portion of your income that will grow over time, thanks to the magic of compound interest, and eventually allow you to retire, buy a house, or achieve whatever your big financial goals are. This 20% is your engine for growth. So why does this simple rule work so well, especially for beginners? First, its biggest strength is its simplicity. You don't need to track 50 different spending categories in a complex spreadsheet. You just have to ask yourself one question when you're about to spend money. Is this a need, a want, or a saving? This makes it incredibly easy to get started and stick with. The barrier to entry is super low. You can literally track it on a piece of paper or in a simple notes app on your phone. Second, the 50-30-20 rule helps you build the habit of saving from day one. This is so important. So many people think, I'll start saving when I make more money. But the habit is far more important than the amount when you're starting out. By automatically dedicating 20% of your income to savings, you are training yourself to live on the other 80%. You're building a powerful financial muscle. Pay yourself first becomes your default setting, not an afterthought. This consistency is what builds real wealth over time. Finally, as I mentioned earlier, it creates a beautiful sense of balance. It prevents the all-or-nothing mindset that dooms so many budgets. You're not deprived, so you're less likely to go on a revenge spending spree after a month of feeling restricted. You are consciously making room for your present happiness, the 30%, while also responsibly planning for your future security, the 20%. It's a holistic approach to your finances that acknowledges you're a human being, not a robot. It's about building a life you enjoy today, while also building a future you can look forward to. Now, once you've mastered the 50-30-20 rule and you're consistently saving that 20% every month, you can start to level up your financial game. Your emergency fund is full, your high-interest debt is gone. So what's next? This is when you can really start accelerating your wealth-building journey by investing that 20%. For most people just starting, one of the best and simplest ways to invest is through low-cost index funds or ETFs, which are exchange-traded funds. Don't let the jargon scare you. Think of an index fund as a small basket that holds tiny pieces of hundreds or even thousands of different companies. For example, an S&P 500 index fund holds shares in the 500 largest companies in the US. By buying into one of these funds, you instantly become diversified. You're not putting all your eggs in one basket by betting on a single company. Instead, you're betting on the overall growth of the entire market, which has historically trended upwards over the long term. These funds are typically passively managed, which means lower fees, and they have consistently outperformed the majority of actively managed funds where a professional is trying to pick winning stocks. Getting started is easier than ever with modern brokerage apps. You can set up automatic transfers from your bank account every month, putting your investing on autopilot. This is called dollar cost averaging, and it's a powerful strategy where you invest a fixed amount of money at regular intervals, regardless of what the market is doing. It takes the emotion out of investing and ensures you're consistently building your portfolio. By channeling your 20% savings into these kinds of investments, you're not just saving money anymore. You're actively growing it. You're putting your money to work so that one day you won't have to. The 50-30-20 rule is not meant to be a rigid, unbreakable law. It's a starting point, a guideline. As your income grows, your priorities change, or you get closer to a big financial goal, you can absolutely adjust the percentages. Maybe you decide to live more frugally for a year and shift to a 40-20-40 split to supercharge your savings for a down payment on a house. Or perhaps you get a big raise and decide to keep your needs the same, allowing you to save even more. The beauty of this framework is its flexibility. It teaches you the principles of mindful spending and intentional saving, which you can then adapt to your own unique life circumstances. The goal isn't to follow the rule perfectly forever. It's to use the rule to build the financial awareness, habits that will serve you for the rest of your life. So, your challenge for this week is this. Take a look at your last month's bank statement. Calculate your after-tax income and see how your spending roughly breaks down. Where are you now? Maybe you're at 70, 20, 10, or 60, 40, 0. Don't judge yourself. Just get the data. Awareness is the first step. From there, you can start making small, intentional changes to move closer to that balanced 50, 30, 20 goal. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this breakdown helps demystify budgeting and makes it feel a lot more approachable. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. We've got a lot more to talk about on the journey to financial wellness. See you next time.